Welcome to Besame Wellness. Since opening December 23rd off 169 Highway in Smithville, we have opened up 4 more stores in North Kansas City, off Berry Road and I-29, Liberty, Gallatin, and coming soon, Warrensburg. We are your favorite local medical marijuana dispensary, here to educate, help, and engage our local community. We have everything you're looking for, from high-quality flower to edibles, tinctures, and beverages. And if we don't have it, odds are we are getting it very soon. So please, come see our beautiful dispensaries and let our informative, educated staff take care of you. And welcome to the Besame family.
Hari Om Hemp. Our mission is to promote better overall health and wellness as a whole, mind, body, and spirit. Founded by nurses with a strong belief in alternative holistic therapies, always striving to provide the highest quality and safest products possible. You can find all of our products at hariomhemp.com. All Hari Om Hemp products are tested at a third-party facility.
How's it going, guys?
What's up? Hey.
Now we do have sound on it this time, right? Let us
Y'all hear us? Microphone check. Dab in, everybody. Hey, I got this new cool dab rig from Halo.
Oh, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I let it run. So I got to hurry up here.
Yeah, you got to hurry up. I don't even got mine warming up yet.
See? I'm on top of things.
But I got a jet.
So I got some sour tangy here from CoCo Labs.
Yep, I got some 24 karat gold from CoCo Labs. Oh yeah.
Woo!
Some shattered. All right.
I like it. I got this so I can take it with me to
the Trade Fest this weekend.
the Grow Trade Fest.
Which we'll get into a little more later.
I got some diamonds and turp sauce of unknown origin.
Oh yeah, of unknown.
Diamonds and sauce. That's
Oh yeah.
good shiznit, man. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a really good week, man. It's only Tuesday, but I have a feeling this week's gonna go fast because
yes, we got the Grow Trade Fest this weekend.
tomorrow we're gonna be spending all day getting ready for the Grow Trade Fest.
Yep.
We're going to take off Thursday, head to the lake, get set up, and we know you guys are going to come out and kick it with us.
Yep. And if you don't have plans for this weekend, now you do. Come out to the Grow Trade Fest. It's going to be a good time.
Dude, that sour tangy crumble is some good shiznit right there, buddy. I'll tell you what.
Wow.
I like what CoCo's doing.
Yep.
That's why we're hanging around them. I think they're getting tired of us.
Yeah, probably.
Coming around, being a pest.
I'm sure quite a few of the cultivation facilities and manufacturers
Like,
are getting
dude,
a little
those
tired of
top
us.
shelf guys, man, they just won't quit calling and won't quit coming around.
Right.
So, but anyway, so let's see, man.
We got some cool stuff coming
Got
up.
some cool stuff coming up. We don't even need to talk about it right now because we're getting ready to show you.
But make sure you tag someone if you want to get on the wheel. You have until the news to tag someone to get on the wheel.
Start tagging in the comments right now and get you on the wheel of Dank. And we're going to throw you some alien sugar cookies from AOD, Artisans of Dank.
And share the page.
feminized.
Too.
So
Yeah.
but right now,
Yeah.
we're going to go to a word from our sponsors.
Yep.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis, your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients first is our guiding mantra, and we'll continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. Now open in Kearney and Blue Springs. Coming soon to Lake Lotawana and Excelsior Springs. For location, hours, and current menu, visit kccannabis.org.
Hey everybody, Big V here, and we are out here, Top Shelf and I, the whole crew came out to CoCo Labs out here.
Out here, you don't even know.
I don't even know where the hell we're at, wherever the out here is, you know. I mean, we're here though, we made it. We had Google Maps and we're out here, and they invited us out to take a tour so we could show you guys how they do what they do. And Brooke invited us out.
Hey, this is Dylan Tampo.
This is Ethan Foster.
Welcome to CoCo Labs.
Welcome to the lab.
Welcome to CoCo Lab.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
Look here, student Dylan. So
Yeah.
yeah, they showed up here.
We did.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. You guys, you were already introduced. You introdued yourself already. So
Yeah, the video took care of that for us.
Yeah.
But thank you all,
Ethan
having
and
us out.
Dylan, I
appreciate it, man.
Get me all choked up, man.
right.
So yeah, so we went
It's
out
just
there.
a video, man. It's all good.
I know, man. We went out there. It was cool. You know, if you've never toured an extraction facility, you don't know what you're missing. It is. I don't know. It was just really cool. All the different things that you guys can do in the space and the way you utilize it. I mean, you know, you really don't. I mean, you would expect you would have a huge facility, man.
Well,
You have a big facility. Don't get me wrong. You got a sizable facility,
Yeah.
but it really, the way you guys have it streamlined,
Yeah.
you've really made it efficient, and you've cut
Absolutely.
your space usage down to everything being, you know, utilized. Every
Yeah.
piece of space being utilized. like,
Absolutely. Yeah. No, we.
very strategic.
Yeah, it is, and that's a whole point of the GMP process. The guidelines we follow, but the in one door, out the other. And so our grow, or our manufacturing, not grow, but our manufacturing is about 10,000 square feet. But we utilize every single bit of it.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't take much to produce good products. So, as the viewers will get to see tonight, just the behind the scenes look
Yeah.
of what the lab, what we actually do there.
Oh
So,
yeah, your main
Yeah.
your main extraction room. I was surprised. I was thinking it would be a lot bigger, but it's what about an average large bedroom?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not very
100%.
big.
No, it's about, I don't know, 200 square feet probably.
Yeah.
I could figure out the real numbers. But,
Right.
Yeah. So, no,
But
it doesn't take
everything's
much.
so strategically placed
Oh, yeah.
that, you really have utilized every inch of floor space to the best potential,
Well, thank you. We definitely tried. We
I
definitely
was
tried our
impressed,
hardest.
man. I was really impressed.
Well,
So.
glad you guys were able to make it out and
Right.
see it firsthand.
Oh,
so,
hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, again, the first room we went into was a pre-roll. Excuse me.
Pre-roll
Yeah.
room.
There's a nice dad.
Good.
That's y'all stuff.
Hey,
man.
imagine
you
that.
know what?
Imagine that.
Okay, so this is the sour tangy.
Yep.
And it's the crumble, right?
That is,
That's
yes.
and I really like it. It's not the most potent extract
Oh, yeah.
you guys have,
Yep.
but it certainly has an amazing terpene profile, and it hits fast and hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
it hits
flat.
fast and hard. It doesn't linger.
No, that run especially, that was for Kansas City Cannabis.
Yep,
Love
that,
working with them, but they bought some flour and they wanted to turn it into some concentrates instead of selling it as flour, and we did the rest for them. So,
Nice.
Yeah,
Good old
had
program.
That's awesome.
some crumble for them, but yeah, good product.
Absolutely.
So glad you guys like it.
And
Yeah.
you guys are in charge of making sure all that stuff comes out the way it's supposed to.
The right
Yep.
way. Yep.
Yep, we're in
That
there.
is.
So
Turning
how
levers and making all the product.
man, you guys really have a shitty job.
It's terrible.
I mean, somebody's got to do it,
Yeah,
but
no.
I mean, it's got to be rough to get up every day.
Just awful.
Yeah, and just go work with a bunch of
Yeah,
cannabis. Right.
right,
yeah.
No,
Like
my nightmare.
Yeah, right?
No, it's fun. It's fun. It is a lot of hours. Me and Dylan are there definitely every day. It seems like 8 to 8, 8 to 7:30. They're long days, but they're fun days. And,
So when you go to bed at night,
you feel accomplished.
do you feel accomplished?
I feel accomplished.
But do you look forward to getting up in the morning?
I look forward to eating dinner. Watching a quick show, and then
Right.
doing it all. Again the next day. But,
Because
yeah.
I worked for years in the construction industry.
Yeah.
I did not hate the work.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the industry. On certain levels. But when I went to bed at night, I was already regretting getting up in the morning.
Well,
Right.
Well,
Yeah, no, definitely don't have that. I mean,
I don't hear that from anybody that works in the
work-
cannabis
no.
industry.
I'll tell you, work is not work, and it really makes those 12-hour days a lot easier when you really love what you're doing.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. So you guys are like living the Dow then.
We're yeah.
You guys are doing a lot of stuff, accomplishing a whole lot, getting a lot done with very little work, right? Because
Yeah.
you wouldn't
It's
even call it
passion.
work.
It's passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It really is. The whole learning experience going through the cannabis industry in general is
Oh,
just it's new, evolving. There's so many different opportunities, aspects, and that's almost probably the hardest part at the time is focusing on the one thing and not just the 1,000 other options that are thrown your way. But great days, fast days, and every night you're waking up ready to go the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome.
It keeps you on your toes. I mean, I'll tell you, there's not one day that's the same. It
Yeah.
seems like there's always something that comes up, throughout the days that we have to juggle and handle and,
Yeah.
keep chugging along.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, when you got that big tray full of
Oh, yeah.
Terps
Yeah.
and everything just in there, it's just like,
Oh,
I know
man.
it sounds silly, but
Oh, no.
you-
it's-
I
every
don't know a
Every time.
plant that people, no other plant that people get so passionate about
Yeah.
as cannabis.
No.
In whatever form it is, man, and there's just something about it. I mean, there are religions built around this plant. Name another plant that has a religions built around it,
Right.
people's entire belief systems.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
You know what I mean? And getting to work with that, and I mean, back in the day, BHO was new. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh wow, what's this?
Yeah.
Oil. Is this like resembles resins? I mean, dude, look, man, my brother used to take his pipe and put them in alcohol and let all the stuff fall to the bottom.
Yep, all the
Pour it through a coffee filter,
You-
cook
you-
off the
yeah.
alcohol,
Yeah.
and have goo. He
Yeah.
would let it evaporate, sometimes 3-4 days in a windowsill, whatever. Put on some,
Wow.
and he would have resin in the bottom is what he called it. Hey, this is the resin, man, you know, and he would scrape that shit
That's
up,
funny.
spread it over his bud, and it was all gooey and
Yeah.
gross and tasted just horrible. But you know what?
Did the trick?
Oh, it did the trick, dude. I mean, that, oh my God, it did the trick.
Yeah.
That stuff would knock you out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But now, by the
Things
time
have
you get
changed.
done, I mean, you know, you guys can take a plant
Mm-hmm.
and turn it into several different types of just delectable concentrates,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a full menu,
Yeah.
you know?
It's crazy what you can do with it. It really is.
What's your favorite?
My personal is distilling. I like creating distillate. That's
Distillate?
my favorite part. Dylan's, I'll let him speak for
Yeah,
himself.
I love the hydrocarbon.
Yeah.
Definitely consistency-wise, you gotta love the diamonds in sauce. But
Oh my God,
a
yeah.
true batter though, a wet batter, it's hard to beat.
Love that batter,
It's
huh?
hard to beat.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat.
Damn. So, yeah, and I mean.
Okay, which one do you guys like working with the most? Not consuming, but working with the most.
So I mean, the diamonds, it's not as labor intensive. So for instance, it's more so
Really?
within your pour, and then it's more so just setting it and kind of forgetting it, letting the formations happen. But with
So it's
batter,
patience.
it's patience. But with batter, there's a lot more manual agitation. You know, around 85 degrees like to do it, but it's just manual agitation. There's a lot more work to it. So I'd say definitely I like working with the diamonds.
Okay. What about
Diamonds
you?
and sauce.
Well, mine's still probably distillate. I like the ethanol extraction process. It's streamlined, simple. There's a lot of automated equipment. You're not, ranking down,
You
nuts
seem
and
like
bolts
more of
as
a
much.
technical.
I was just
I like
thinking the
I
same
like
thing.
the taking the crude, going to the distillate machine,
Right,
and terp stripping, followed up with some polishing, and it does what it does. We run the
Winterized
wiper,
in,
yeah, that goes down
all
in the
that
extraction
shit.
process.
I mean-
So, were you guys big into science and stuff in high school?
Not in high school as much. I honestly was a horrible high school student. We were exact opposites.
I
in
was
high
too.
school. Yeah, I was not a good high school student, but definitely through college, we're both plant science majors, so that's
Nice.
our background. Science is our background now, though.
For sure.
Cool. So you guys aren't just a couple of
No.
dudes that wandered in one day and
That
said,
stumbled
"Hey, man,
upon this job. No,
I
we.
want to work in the cannabis."
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But you've got
good
some-
background.
some,
absolutely.
a good foundation you're
Yeah.
coming from. So
Definitely.
that's awesome.
Went to Mizzou together, plant science, as Dylan said, and then cultivation was our main background. That's what we really went to school for. But cannabis is cannabis, and we had a lot of chemistry background as well going through our major, so it really transitioned pretty well into extraction and going through every single process that we have to do.
So are you guys growers? Do you grow?
We're growers.
Have your own home grow?
Absolutely, we're
Do you,
both
do you
patients.
caregive?
We don't caregive,
Okay.
but we
Okay.
are, certified patients with our own home grow, and we got, a couple, 6 plants going of some top genetics, we like to think, but
Yeah?
So actually,
Well, in a more perfect world, we could help you
absolutely.
decide whether they were top genetics.
yeah,
because
absolutely.
we could all, be.
Hey, we're hanging with the top shelf boys, so
Yeah,
you got to
we
be
do.
ready
We're
on
in the
top
right
shelf
place.
genetics.
And speaking of genetics, I think we have a trivia question we got to
Yes,
get
we
to,
do.
so-
Perfect.
Yeah, we got a trivia
Okay.
question this week. So
Yeah.
bring that trivia question
I
up,
think
Dave.
Zach thinks he's got you guys.
All right, here we go.
It's a good one.
In what decade was it discovered that cannabis extracts help lessen the symptoms of cholera? And who made this discovery? Let's see. Let's do it without Google.
Yeah, no Google.
I can hear a few of you on Google back
I hear
there.
the keyboard sound.
But let's see. So, while you
Yeah.
guys are trying to think of those answers, we'll keep an eye on that. And the first one gets some, what are we getting today? The alien
Sugar
cookies.
cookies.
So we got it right. Alien sugar
Yeah,
cookies.
alien sugar cookies. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
That's a limited release.
limited
feminized,
release. Yep.
Never to be seen again.
No,
Maybe,
okay.
Maybe. Who knows? I like the limited releases.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
then later down the road, you got these people that have been carrying this on. I was on the forums the other day, and I know this is kind of off subject, but I was on some of the old forums the other day, and I came across a thread, and it was from 2 years ago, and the guy was showing off one of my cultivars that I bred back in 2012.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like, and he's like, oh, I still keep this as a guy. Oh yeah, I remember when he made those and put them on the auction. Yeah, and they said, and I'm just like, wow, that's so cool that they're going.
Yeah.
And I haven't been on those forums in years. Dude.
Yeah.
And it's just like so cool.
cool seeing that
I
stuff.
think I think we got
What do we
one of
got?
the parts.
What do we got? We got one part.
We got the 1800s.
Okay.
Not 1830s.
I think the name is even more.
All right. So keep going.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We're
the
looking
name's
for
the most important.
For the
so,
name.
but what decade did they discover cannabis extract worked to relieve the symptoms of cholera?
Yep.
And who discovered it? It's perfect. So we're going to move on till somebody gets it.
Dr. Stoner. No, it was not Dr. Stoner.
Taylor says 18. Okay, Bobby Hoover, you nailed the time. Bobby Hoover's
Hoover.
got the time, 1830. Dexter,
Oh,
now
man,
Dexter's
it's a
Garden's
race
got it.
now.
Oh yeah, now give us a guy. So,
Well, you just said it was a guy, so that narrowed half the name.
That's like 50%.
well, there you go. Bam. How do you know I know it? I'm stoned. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Split
Hey, Dave, you know what?
Jeff Christie.
Oh, yep, there it is.
There you go, Jeff.
Ah,
All right.
Jeff Christie.
How do I pronounce your name?
Shag Hennessy.
Is that Jeff or Geoff or?
That's
please
Jeff.
Forgive me, Jeff. Is
Jeff.
that just another
Jeff.
spelling for Jeff? And
Well, believe it or not, so Jeff, he's our extraction lead at CoCo Labs.
Oh,
He's
nice.
gonna be watching it.
Well, guess what? They can take it to you, so I don't have to ship it.
Yeah, that's perfect. That
no,
was
we wouldn't do that though. Nobody's taking seeds out of here.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Anyway, we wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
we don't do that.
Anyway, don't we have another video to go to?
Oh no, we have some videos to talk about.
Somebody help us. We have top shelf trivia, and then
Yeah,
I have open with a CoCo video.
yeah, we have. You got you're kind of mixed up there a little
I
bit.
know, I am. See
We
what
do have
happens.
we do have some videos to talk about. So we on that little video we made, we actually pulled some of those videos apart and didn't do a normal walkthrough like we did where we talked through it. We're actually, since we're here with the guys, we figured we'd pull those
Okay,
videos
yeah.
out and talk about them a
Let's
little.
do it, man.
For
So
sure.
first one we have to talk about is we have you guys' big commercial grinder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
grinder.
So
Yes.
how much flour will that thing grind up?
You know, Dylan might have a better answer. We haven't actually filled it to the brim of the hopper just because the bud's, moist, is dense, it's moist, so it doesn't always want to feed into the auger quite right. So our current SOPs, we do about a third of the way full. We'll put in about 3-5 pounds at a time. But
So
it'll-
9-10 pounds.
It
Yeah,
probably,
yeah.
I'd say, maybe a little more.
That
but
3 or 4 pounds you put in there, how quick? Like, what is the time frame on it grinding that?
It's a pretty quick turnaround
Yeah.
time. It does take, the daunting part about it is it can't do stems or seeds. So we
Good.
have to hand sort it basically
Ooh,
because
that's
it's such
labor
a
intensive.
very labor intensive. We really only use it for pre-rolls,
Yeah.
trying to get down to the current particle size that we want when we
Yeah.
pack the pre-rolls. But it's that daunting, laborious part of removing all stems, and it's got this really fine, you
never find
spinning
seeds.
blades that you don't want stem to hit. It could
Right.
instantly chip the stainless steel or whatever.
Yeah.
in it. So,
Right.
but yeah, it'll hold a lot. We just haven't. Always have to fill
But
it all the way
you
up
said
yet.
stems and seeds. You don't ever find seeds, right?
No, we
No.
haven't. I will shout out to Missouri cultivators so far. We have not processed or seen
Really?
much trim that. or
See,
anything
now I was
that
being
says-
sarcastic, but
Well, I knew you were. I could tell you were. But currently, we're not always paying. When we're extracting, we're just kind of loading bags as well too.
Yeah.
So we're just picking out. Sometimes there are metric tags or whatever. We got to scan through.
well, it
but-
is nice to know that you pull the stems out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would suck if you ground all the stems up into.
And then the worst part was grinding it up. You go to fill the cone, and then when you fill the cone, the stem is punctured.
Poking
with the
through,
paper.
yeah.
Exactly. So it's
I mean, how
preventing
many
that.
of us haven't been in that scenario?
yeah.
Where you're
Surely
supposed-
no one,
You
right?
got this
Yeah.
big, nice, long
Beautiful.
hand roll.
Wrap it,
You're-
man.
It's the
Pearl.
one that
It's a
you.
pearl.
It's the one you're going. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm
really
doing it,
doing
man.
it.
And you get it, and it's like boom, and you lick it, and you stick it, and then you
Right.
hit it,
Yeah.
and then it's like,
Why is it not going?
why won't it draw? And you got that fucking little stem poking
Yeah.
through the
Uh-huh.
side.
Yeah, I know. It's frustrating. So.
Well,
I know. Then you got to re-roll it.
yeah, it's.
So
What do you? How fine of a break it? Cut it down to?
Get technical,
That varies
man.
too, but about 2 millimeters to 3 millimeters is
So pretty
the
small.
average size. But do we go with the ruler and be like, oh, this is
Well,
perfect?
no, but
Yeah, no.
it's so it's.
But there
really
is,
broke
yeah,
down.
there's settings, two grinds, but you
You
like
gotta
5 to 10
screen and shift
millimeters,
it
3
through.
grinds,
Oh,
about
yeah.
2 to
Oh, yeah.
3. So we shoot for that size, but it also, on that video where they're packing the pre-rolls.
Yeah, go ahead and pull up the packer real quick. Or no, this is the packing machine.
Yeah, this is the same. That's the joint rolling or the joint packing system by S-Team Can. It's called the Rocket Box. Honestly, pretty good machine. It does vibrations to
Right.
pack the flour, and Dylan can explain more about that.
But when we got, I'm sorry, go
Oh, no,
ahead.
you're fine. I'll just say it'll do about 454 joints in probably about 2 to 4 minutes. It really depends on the density settings that we have to calculate
Yeah.
for it.
Well, I was going to ask, does it pack it good?
Yeah. I mean, it honestly, it all depends on the density settings because as we know, like each batch is going to be different. It's going to
Right.
be dried down differently, different moisture content throughout all these batches. So what we do is we take that, we actually weigh it out, we run it at certain settings within that machine. And then once we run those settings, we figure out how dense it is. We put that into our STM Rocket Box, and then it'll tell us like how long we want to shake it for, like how much pressure we want to have, and then through that we'll get our nice packed cones.
Nice. Now, when we got there, you guys were hand rolling them.
Yeah.
Do we have a video of that?
Next one, the packing
Next one?
cones.
Right there.
Yep.
Yeah, they were hand packing them. So
Yep.
they got a great crew. Everybody gets along. Seemed like unless
Yeah,
absolutely.
unless they were like, okay, they're here. All right. Act right.
Yeah, no,
Act right.
no.
I will not tolerate insubordination.
no.
nothing
Honestly,
like
our
that.
crew's great. Crew's great. The team is awesome. Everyone gets along. Everyone's just excited to be
vibe.
there and to be,
Yep.
working
Within this
around
industry.
cannabis. So
I bet.
can't think, any more highly of our team that we, have on.
We
staff
left
right
there and
now.
old Stuart was like, man, I want to work in extraction.
Yeah.
He
We'd
probably-
hire him. We'd hire him.
he
Bring
pro-
him up.
He probably already put in an application.
Yeah.
Go check
Man,
on
I wish you
I'll
guys
check
were
with
closer.
HR.
Good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too much longer than a drive you have right now from where you're at.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 7:25. I got to interrupt.
Oh,
We
you
have
do.
a question from our viewers, Axe Top Shelf.
Yes.
And it's a good question, and it goes with the theme tonight. So
Yes. Bring that question
bring
up,
that
Dave.
question up.
So what is the difference between a concentrate and what's in a cartridge? So like
And that question
Yeah.
is from people who don't leave their name.
yeah, Karen.
Karen.
Oh yeah, Karen, Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
OKC. Is that like Overland? What is it? Is that Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City? You never heard it called OKC?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was trying to make something funny because Kansas City and it didn't work. Oh, that joke hit the floor.
Feel free
So
to
anyway, what you guys are here, so
Yeah, so basically for us, the main difference is within our cartridges, we use a ethanol extraction process, and that gives us our distillate that we then reintroduce our terpenes into. But with hydrocarbon and concentrates, you're using butane and propane to strip those cannabinoids and terpenes.
right.
Yeah, I think the most important thing would, especially to know, they're both concentrates, right? You're taking a normal
Right.
bud and you're concentrating it down to a level that's more potent. So, it's just the type of concentrate. One's a distillate, which you're, removing all the impurities, fats, and lipids,
Right.
bringing it off at a molecular level, while a hydrocarbon's more, same thing, concentrated, uses a different solvent, especially in our setup. There's CO2, we don't do CO2, we do
Right.
ethanol and hydrocarbon. But on our concentrate side, which we would say the dabbable side, as you all tried out here at the beginning of the show, on the dabbable
And
side.
we like it too.
Good. That's just got winterized a little bit colder
Right.
currently, but pulls a little bit less of the fats and lipids and gives you, it's just better for creating dabbables.
Right, and
High
it keeps
terps content.
it preserves the terpenes and
Absolutely,
stuff like that
absolutely.
over the distillate, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
Now-
100%.
because with the distillate, we do a first pass where you strip it of all its terpenes.
So, right.
So you pull all the terps out.
Now, see, that's where at one point I think I had a misconception because I thought that took place when anytime you used a solvent to pull the cannabinoids and stuff out, like butane or ethanol, either one, it killed the terpene profiles and you had to add them back.
So with butane and stuff, it captures it. So it captures
Right.
all those
It holds
acids
on
and
to them,
everything.
right? Yeah. And
Yep.
see, I was mistaken, but one of the things that I run into quite a bit when I'm talking about cartridges is, and we talked about it a little earlier, is a lot of people, especially like caregivers, I know a lot of black market guys. They all use polypropylene glycol as a viscosity
Agent,
To help
basic
agent.
carrying
Make it
agent.
more
to lighten the concentrate up to
Absolutely.
be able to be burned in the cartridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys use polypropylene, or do you use a different? What makes yours better? Because there's issues with polypropylene
So
glycol.
you're seeing like Fuses, Juuls, stuff like that. Those menthol, nicotine. They
Right.
use like polypropylene. We don't use any cutting agents, and that was actually the where CoCo was designed. Right, where our brand was designed around a table, and we were like, who do we want to be? Who do we want to be? What describes us? And really, we wanted to be cannabis only, and that was especially when VapeGate was going down, the vitamin acetate, people
Right.
going to the hospital, and they were taking these cutting agents, these carrier oils, so to speak. Like, there's a thing out there called viscosity, like you're talking about, PPG, stuff like that you can cut the distillate with. It makes it more viscous, and it makes actually the reason they're probably doing it, especially in the black market, was. I've got a gram of distillate. I cut it half and half. Now I have basically
2 grams,
2
yeah.
grams.
Right.
Exactly. So they're cutting it, making it go a little bit further in its
Right.
product life. But on our end, no. We use strictly distillate, terpenes, no additives, no vitamin E, no any type of acetate, viscosity, MCT oil, nothing within the especially the cartridges.
And
cool.
that's specifically the clear, correct?
Yeah,
That's
specifically
your-
the clear. That's
and
our
it could be
vape.
called the clean too.
The clean,
Right.
the pure, the clear. Yeah, no.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
cool. It's awesome to know that I haven't talked to any of the other people that make the
Vapes.
vape cartridges or anything to know what they use.
Yeah.
But I would assume that it's probably, as far as the medical field goes, isn't it kind of an industry standard to use the distillate for your cartridges, or are there companies that use propylene?
Well, and Dylan can
So
go out.
distillate's mainly what's used for a lot of your modern day carts, unless it says live resin. So there we'll have like some, which we could use with hydrocarbons. We can extract, the terps. We can extract the cannabinoids, make the THC crash out, get a high terpene extract that we then can reintroduce after we melt down that THCA. And that's how we can make a live resin cart out of a hydrocarbon side. So there's really no cutting agent within the pens that we're producing.
Right. And you think that's pretty much an industry standard?
Oh, it should be. In our
definitely.
opinion, it should be. There's not enough research out there on propylene glycol or this a thing called viscosity that people are using. So we don't know what's going to happen to someone's lungs or whatever within
Right.
years of using. That's the
We
big
will
scare.
know, won't we?
We will know,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right. And
Us as a company.
hopefully it's nothing.
Yeah, and hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's okay, and where no one gets hurt. But we can't promise that, and we don't want to even give that option out there. So for us, it's just pure cannabis distillate mixed with
Very nice.
terpenes.
Well, I know Brenda loves the clear
Yeah.
pens.
Wow.
That's her go-to at work.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
they're great. They
yeah.
really are. Great. Honestly, terpenes, can't thank those guys enough out in Colorado and their terpene. They do botanical terpenes. We're about to actually start doing some strain-specific distillate carts that you'll
Nice.
see under our Mojo brand. That will be coming out actually very shortly.
Yeah.
But with the clear, it's pure cannabis distillate using botanically derived terpenes that they formulate in Colorado. But it's obviously doing well. Very happy. Very very fun product to make. Quite truthfully.
Does anybody have that mind-blown emoji that they can
Right.
put up for me? Because I'm like,
But not unfortunately, let's take a quick break though. It is time for the news.
yep, we got to go to the news. So if you haven't tagged somebody,
You got
It's
like
almost
10
too late.
seconds.
keep tagging.
Yeah.
You got 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Go to the news, bro.
Hello, welcome to Besame Wellness. It's opening December 23rd off 169 Highway in Smithville. We have opened up 4 more stores in North Kansas City, off Berry Road and I-29, Liberty, Gallatin, and coming soon, Warrensburg. We are your favorite local medical marijuana dispensary, here to educate, help, and engage our local community. We have everything you're looking for, from high-quality flower to edibles, tinctures, and beverages. And if we don't have it, odds are we are getting it very soon. So please, come see our beautiful dispensaries and let our informative, educated staff take care of you. And welcome to the Besame family.
It's time for the Top Shelf Weekly Update with Stuart Wells.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Top Shelf Weekly Update. I'm Stuart Wells. Our first story takes us to Idaho, where cannabis activists are breathing a sigh of relief after the state Supreme Court on Monday ruled that a law creating a more restrictive petitioning process for ballot initiatives is unconstitutional. The governor signed a bill in April that made it so petitioners would have to collect signatures from at least 6% of registered voters in all 35 of Idaho's legislative districts, rather than the 18 districts under previous rules in order to qualify for the ballot. That would have significantly strained a campaign to place a cannabis legalization initiative referred to as the Personal Adult Cannabis Decriminalization Act before voters in 2022. A separate medical cannabis legalization measure that activists are working on will not be affected by this policy change because petitioners started collecting signatures earlier and were grandfathered into the original 18-district requirement. At any rate, the court unanimously declared that the law, which took effect on July 1st, unconstitutionally infringed on residents' rights to petition. The ruling came in a case brought by the group Reclaim Idaho, which is behind a separate proposed initiative on education funding. The legalization initiative, which was certified and cleared for signatures gathered last month, will be fairly limited in scope compared to those that have passed in other states. It would make possession of up to 3 ounces of cannabis would be lawful on private property for adults 21 and older. Unfortunately, home cultivation will still be prohibited, and there will be no legal and licensed system of cannabis retailers. So get this now, the idea is for Ohio residents to be able to buy cannabis and cannabis products in neighboring states that have legal retail operations and then bring the products back to Idaho to be consumed privately at home. So I'm sorry, that's beyond me. That's ridiculous. Anyway, moving on to Texas. Texas's ban on the production of hemp products is unconstitutional. A state district court declared on Monday, In a major victory for the state's hemp industry, Judge Laura Livingston of the 261st District Court ruled in favor of plaintiffs, a group of hemp businesses who sued the Texas Department of State Health Services over a ban on manufacturing and selling smokable cannabis products it imposed after the crop was legalized in 2019. Judge Livingston said in a decision letter that judgment is granted in favor of the plaintiffs without the need for further evidence or hearings. That means a series of Texas statutes prohibiting hemp manufacturing and sales will be fully invalidated after the council submits final judgments for her to sign. Earlier this month, an appeals court had modified a prior injunction and determined that regulators couldn't enforce the ban on the sales component of the smokable hemp market. But now there is a permanent injunction that bars the state from prohibiting the full-range hemp activity. Those diamonds got me severe cottonmouth going on. Anyway, on to our next story. The online cannabis marketplace Weed Maps is teaming up with NBA star Kevin Durant and showcasing the plant's potential value for athlete wellness and recovery, and that's huge. Together with 35 Ventures, a philanthropic organization founded by Durant, they plan to elevate the conversation around athletics and cannabis as more states move to legalize and more athletes begin to open up about their relationship with cannabis. The new partnership will involve an original content series produced by Boardroom and Weed Maps that is tentatively slated to debut next year. And it will also involve podcasts, co-branded events, and exclusive merchandise. Durant said that the stigma around cannabis use among athletes has been gradually eroding. He is quoted as saying that the Band-Aid is ripped off in the sports world. However, it's kind of an undercover thing that players use cannabis and use it throughout, even when they're actively playing. While drug testing has been a norm in the athletic world for decades and recently led to the controversial suspension of Olympic U.S. sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson, who tested positive for cannabis ahead of this year's event, anti-cannabis policies do seem to be waning within certain leagues. In December, for example, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said that a temporary policy not to randomly drug test players for cannabis could become permanent. And I'd say that's probably a good idea if you want players to play, because otherwise there probably just won't be anybody. So good luck with that. That's all I got for you guys. Back to the boys from CoCo.
Are you a Missouri patient looking for other options besides your local dispensary? Have you considered finding a caregiver but found the process to be confusing and hard to navigate? We understand, and that's why we created Farmers Market, Missouri's freelance marketplace for licensed caregivers to conveniently offer their services to Missouri patients. Sign up today at farmersmarket.com.
All right. Thank you, Stuart.
All right.
Welcome.
Always bringing the 411.
Now, you guys know we are on our second giveaway right now.
Yeah.
Something's changed.
Something's changed on here.
What is it?
Oh no, I missed it because I was doing the news.
Yeah, you missed
Just
it.
kidding, I already know.
What's missing?
What's
or what's
different?
changed? What's changed?
Nothing's missing.
Nothing's
What's
missed.
Oh yeah, there you go. Don't say that.
Something's changed.
What has changed?
Shauna got it?
The yellow one under the blue goat.
Damn.
I'll be damned.
See, that was Vernon. He
In-
thought he had you guys stumped tonight.
I really did.
First guess.
I thought I had you guys. Damn. Woo.
Wow, look at that second
Man.
one. Right off. Yeah, that wasn't a hard one at all, I guess.
Shona came to play, dude.
Wow, I suck.
Shona.
Here, Shona.
Yeah.
There. Shona.
She's on fire tonight. Oh, man.
A lot of you guys might know this, a lot of you guys might not, but Shona was the winner of our first Grow It Forward 2021
Yeah.
Okay.
Grow Package.
By the
Grow
way,
Tent.
we're getting ready to give another one of those away.
We are. So
Go ahead,
Shona,
yeah.
you got some probably fire Tyrant's LSD regular. Unless, because of your comment earlier, if you want to trade these out for some alien sugar cookies, I will be glad to do that for you. Otherwise, you got your Tyrant's LSD regulars right there. And
Yeah.
your one hitter. Did we still have any?
No, we're out of grind.
We're out of grinders. We don't
Yeah.
have any more grinders.
Maybe,
Sorry.
who knows? Maybe one of our sponsors will throw us some more
I think we
grinders.
got some coming.
Yeah.
brother. I think we got some coming. So anyway, so yeah.
But real quick, we touched on. We do have a slide. I want to touch on it again real quick.
What?
The 2021 Grow It Forward.
Okay.
Bring up that slide for us, Dave. We have something we're doing. We're getting ready to give away our next Grow It
Right.
Forward package.
Right.
If you guys are wanting to get involved, hit us up. Send us a message. Send us an email. We're still taking on sponsors to get going on the next one.
We have shut down taking
Entries.
because we have like several hundred entries.
Yes.
And we just, I mean, we're only going to give one tent package away, so
Now,
we've got enough entries.
We'd
so
love to give everybody one, but
we're working on it.
Yeah, gotta have a sponsor.
You know what?
Yeah.
My goal is to give one of those tent packages away every month.
That would be awesome.
That's my goal. I wanted to give 4 away this year.
Yeah.
We might hit that. We might not. We might only be able to give away 3.
Right.
But I think we got affected by the shutdown and all that good stuff. So, but I mean, next year, if we could, I'd love to give away one a month.
Yep.
One grow package
That's
a
the
month.
goal.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
So I'm loving my little vape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one too, but it's not as flashy and as cool. Mine's just a
Hey,
little
you know
bit.
what? If you can carry it with you
Yes.
and do a dab on the run,
Yes.
you're good.
Absolutely.
And you know the way Facebook cops are right now,
Oh,
we
yeah.
might both be on the run soon.
Right.
I mean, I'm feeling like I gotta go hide out from the Facebook police, man.
Right.
Keep putting
Oh,
my ass
man.
in jail. I'm gonna start running.
Right.
You know, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. But
Yeah.
what have I
What
done?
crime?
Yeah,
Where's the
crime?
crime at? We're legal.
I know. I've been framed. Anyway, so do we have a video?
We have some extraction videos.
Let's
Look
look
at.
at some
This
extraction
is,
videos.
this is what everybody's
Yeah.
really wanting to see.
Here we
tonight.
go. Let's
So we
look
have
at
our
some of this
first
stuff.
extraction machine. Tell us about this. Whose specialty is this?
I definitely
Well,
love this machine, but at first, so you saw, we chill our solvent down to about 70 degrees Celsius, negative 70 degrees. Those are our material columns right there. Those also are chilled down to about negative 70 degrees
Negative
Celsius.
70 degrees Celsius.
Go ahead and play that
it's-
again.
Okay.
it's pretty
So what
cold.
is that Fahrenheit for us Americans?
You know, I'd have to have a conversion
Yeah.
chart with
It's
the
probably
languages. I'm a Celsius
120
guy.
degrees.
Right.
Maybe.
No, when you hit negative
don't know.
like 43, that actually Celsius and Fahrenheit
Pretty
become,
similar.
become
Yeah.
like pretty
Now,
similar.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go on. Forget my sidetrack.
So yeah, it goes from basically the chilled solvent gets washed over your biomass. So those material columns each hold about 5 pounds apiece. So we
Wow.
do 10-pound runs. But what happens is the chilled solvent goes over it, strips it of those essential oils, those cannabinoids, terps, and everything. We then shoot it over to our recovery side, where we'll boil off that butane and recover it, so it's a closed loop system.
Nice,
Okay.
nice. And so you're not putting ethanol out or butane out in the air. You're
Nope,
reclaiming
yep.
all of it and using it again.
Yep,
Nice.
reclaim as
So,
much as we
yeah,
can.
very, very
Very efficient.
eco-friendly, efficient way to do things.
Yep.
Yep.
Very
Safe
clean.
way. Mainly safe.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the big thing. Keeps it all contained within the system
Right.
and not worried about open
You know-
flames or sparks or anything.
And on that note right there, when we first walked into that extraction room,
Oh man.
and the first one to holler about it was Stuart. Okay?
Yeah, he sure
About
did.
everything
environment,
was
the
done.
control.
He noticed immediately that it was an explosion-proof
Yeah.
environment.
Yep.
Well, and you
We do
guys,
too.
you guys don't get the pleasure to seeing our suits that we were in, but you
Oh,
guys.
I don't even want to talk about
Yeah.
this.
Suits.
Very love the
No.
suits.
Wasn't
Very
that-
love the suits.
Wasn't that part of it though? Was the especially the booties?
Yep,
Was the
booties,
anti-friction
Yep.
and stuff like
Yep,
that to help
yep.
with that
Yeah,
explosive?
you don't want any
No
sparks
sparks,
and
yeah.
everything. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But all the
The suit didn't fit. I'll just say that. You know.
we'll get a special.
Look like
We
the
tried our
Incredible
hardest,
Hulk
we
over
did.
here.
We'll get a
trying to
special.
put that suit on.
Yeah, if they find that
I
suit
think
at
and anyway.
if they find that
Hey,
suit
you
at a
know,
crime scene, they're not coming
let's
for
just-
Big B.
No Cinderella here.
Yeah, you know, the old, there's some diamond shaping has gone on. The old family jewels
Right.
were kind of cramped. So anyway, we'll move
Well,
on from that, man.
I think we have a wheel to get to.
We have a wheel, or do we have another video, or are we already at that point?
Video.
We got another video, but we have a wheel too. Oh, yeah, we have a
Not
wheel.
yet. Let's do a video.
We got one video left.
Here we go.
You're off, brother.
It's all you eat.
So this.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite part. So this is just the ethanol wall. This is the start of what you're seeing right there is the permacool chilling system. It will chill the ethanol to negative 42. That's the cup 15 where we actually do this the extraction. It's a centrifuge extraction. Right there, I'm just kind of talking about us filtering it, using basically 15-gallon drums and using nitrogen to pressurize it, going through our filtration before we'll go through solvent recovery, and we will actually, just like our hydrocarbon system, it's closed loop. We reclaim everything we use, can then reuse it again. But that's what I'm seeing in front of is the solvent recovery. And then to the right of it's actually the decarb tin, where we will decarboxylize the oil, activate the cannabinoids, and then basically it's ready for either further refinement, or at the end of that process we have officially done FICO, full extract cannabis oil.
Right.
So
Very cool.
that was a
And
quick run
that's
through. I
basically-
apologize.
FICO is basically the crude, right?
It is crude, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the full extract, just the grabbing of all, and fats
Right.
and lipids and cannabinoids, terpenes, all the everything that
Everything,
came within the plant
yeah,
is going
right.
to be within that oil.
Except the solid material.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Except the
And oil,
biomass,
exactly.
right?
Besides
Except
the
the plant
spent
matter.
biomass. So
Wow.
And that was a quick run through of just the whole extraction room. But yeah, we do hydrocarbon and ethanol. So
Right.
Well, it was really cool. Okay, and the video, it just doesn't. It's not
doesn't
the
do it
same.
justice like
we-
walk
But
it
it's
through.
good. But it's,
Now we
yeah.
do have
Yeah.
another video going up later on YouTube that is actually the walkthrough of them
Yeah.
walking through and explaining each item and stuff like that.
Right.
And
It's
if you
the
want to
full
check, it's
video,
about
right.
it's about it's about 12 minutes. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna check that out and get really the full tour, you'll have to go on YouTube later and watch that video.
Yeah. So.
Big great details in that video for sure.
Right. Yeah, and they go through a lot more explanation. While we're there. And,
Yeah.
In,
More
in
than-
each different section,
Yeah.
so you get a good idea of the function of it, and you guys,
100%.
we're okay when we close out here tonight.
Yeah.
We're not doing that right now, but when we close out here tonight, you're going to want to stick around because we're saving the coolest little video for last. So you're going to want to see it. It's
Yeah.
really cool. It's going to make your mouth water. I
Yes.
guarantee it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's gonna make you want
this
to
is
work
all
in an
cool
extraction
talking
facility.
about the last room we went in is
Oh,
the
yeah.
room I want to talk about because the extraction's really super cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I went in this next room and all those terpenes hit me in the face, all the different terpenes hit me in the face. Now, the last time I smelled that was when somebody opened up their closet full of terpenes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like all those different terpenes hit
Rushed
you in
you
the
at
face,
once.
man. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, And then, I mean, the product
Yep.
and the sauce is
Yeah.
just so like,
Puts a smile on your face.
oh
It
my
does.
God, it
Puts a
gave
smile
me
on
such
your
an
face.
even greater appreciation for the vast menu
Oh, yeah.
of just
Cannabis.
delectable
Yeah.
concentrates,
Products,
man.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
the things that we can do with this plant, man.
It's incredible.
amazing.
It's
And,
never ending.
Yeah, so, and the you're
The
rolling
sauce,
around
yeah.
that and with the sauce, and it's just like, oh my God, that's just,
So apparently, Shauna says you have a glow about you right now talking about this final
oh
round.
man, I'm telling you, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah, it was an amazing. It was a room dreams are made of.
Yeah. All I know is I've been dreaming about peanut butter, okay?
Yeah.
I've been dreaming about peanut butter.
Yeah.
You guys know what I mean, man. I
Live
mean,
resin, baby.
oh my God, that
All
just,
about
Absolutely.
so anyway, that was really cool.
Well,
Yeah.
We're glad
You
you're
remember
super
that
glad to
time
have you
when-
all up. We really
There was
were.
a time when we went in the room with all the extractions. And
Yeah.
I feel like that dude right now, Chris Farley, man. Remember that time?
Oh man.
Oh, so
It was a
anyway.
good time. I tell you.
Oh,
what.
absolutely, man.
Great
So,
time.
It was.
do we have any other videos?
Nope. Besides our
Nope.
last one, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah,
Okay,
that was all
so
of our
cool.
little rundown.
Yeah, right on.
Like again, you want to see the full video? Check us out on YouTube. A couple days, we'll have that video up.
So you guys got some things coming up in the future too, though. You guys,
We do.
we didn't talk about the kitchen.
We did
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about the kitchen. You know, we have been, like you all being Facebook, the Facebook police getting you, they've gotten us too. The viewers, you might have seen we haven't been active on Facebook. Our Facebook CoCo dispensaries has been shut down. Our CoCo Labs is still up, but we're just getting kind of nervous to push. So we've been kind of quiet
Right.
lately. We've just been
It
working.
makes you that way, man.
It does, and
It's
we have no
sad. It
choice.
sucks.
And you try to build your following just to one post, will get you shut down. But hopefully not for long, not forever. But right now we're just staying silent. We're working. I have a lot of products in development. That has been truly CoCo's big push right now. Has been new product development. What are we bringing next? Got exciting things in the work with a couple groups. Which we'll hopefully be bringing to the market soon. But what you can see coming from us very soon will be live resin vape pens. We're about to drop a new pod system. Kudos to Dylan over here using C-Cell technology. But you will see some live resin vape pens coming up. You're going to see the Mojo line coming out on some strain-specific distillate carts.
Fused with high terpene extract.
Yeah, high terpene extracts. So those will be coming up pretty quick, and then we're hitting the edibles hard. So
Yeah, that's what
the Macron's in the work. We're working with a group on a organic cheesecake bite. So it'll be soon. I can't put a quite timeline to it yet, but it will be very soon.
I know Zach's mouth's watering because he's the edibles guy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
us too.
Yeah,
So.
I don't really like edibles.
Well, so you guys
I
like
mean, I
edibles?
I like
them,
edibles,
don't
but I
get me
prefer
wrong.
concentrates. That's my favorite
Right.
method of consumption.
If you like edibles, maybe you guys come out with one of these new edibles. Maybe you'll have to come out and get a delectable edible with me.
Okay, you got a deal there. We're gonna get a little sample over to Zach.
And I should have one to sample also.
Absolutely.
More the merrier. More the merrier.
Put us in the news.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, if they're sampling that stuff, then just throw me some of that saucy stuff.
Okay.
In there, all right?
Yeah.
We'll make you happy, keep you happy and content for a while.
Right.
I think
But we'll go. We'll make sure we go through CoCo,
the legitimate course.
Legally.
Yeah.
Do it legally.
the dispensary.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So,
Now we do
yeah.
have a wheel to get to now.
We have a wheel now.
Now
Zach.
we
have a wheel.
Yeah.
Still a couple minutes early, but we do have a wheel.
We're
7:53, brother.
we're a minute.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got
we're
50 minutes past. See?
All right, so here we go.
Who do we
Who's on
got?
the wheel?
Who do we got? This is for some red beard.
for variety.
Ellie.
This is for some
Cheryl Ellie.
mimosa.
Chocolate mimosa feminized. Who is it?
Cheryl Ellie.
E-L-Y-L-E.
Right, Cheryl. You got it.
Are you here, Cheryl?
If you're a winner, send us a message. Get a hold of us so we can get your address.
Absolutely. So, man, this has been really, really super cool having you guys here.
I appreciate you guys, honestly.
Really enjoyed the tour.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really hoping that because you guys want to have a grow facility, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you guys are part of that whole crew caught up in all the litigation.
We are.
And I don't really want to go too far into that,
Yeah.
but
Well.
you guys are really hoping to get through that so that you can have some of your own product
100%.
produce
Yeah.
and
A lot of exclusive genetics.
kind of like a
Yeah.
vertical.
Well,
Yeah.
it just helps in all aspects, dictating
right.
how your plant was grown, and then what you're feeding to your lab, and just dictating the whole
Right.
process really does make a difference. And even I didn't realize that until you realize that, and then it's
Yeah.
like it's really
When
important.
you're in
So
it,
we're in the peels like a bunch of groups out there. We're still battling for our grows. We scored pretty high. We're hopeful, but nothing's set in stone yet.
No,
but
it's all in their hands.
Yep, it's in the States.
And he's over here, and he's me and him been going on about genetics and
Oh, yeah.
and all the really
the cultivation
really
side of
cool
things.
shit that
Absolutely.
we want to do and bring to
Absolutely.
the table and
Yep.
all that stuff. So
You'll see a
there's
lot.
a big future, man. We're
yeah.
right on the groundbreaking moments of cannabis in Missouri.
Yeah.
And to
We were
me,
there.
it's exciting. I'm having fun with it, and that's all I want to do is have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I really hope to see as many people as applied get licenses.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I really want to see caps come down, and I really want to see an even playing field put, in
100%.
the industry, so a lot of people can get into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My opinion, if you can open up a microbrewery, you should be able to open up a small cannabis grow
100%.
operation. So
100%.
that's what we're looking forward to,
Yeah.
and I think a whole lot of people are looking forward to
Well,
it. So.
we're fighting the same battle.
Hell yeah.
We're
Hell yeah.
We're
So-
ready. So.
And you guys, I don't know if there's anything else I have to ask you tonight.
I know one thing that most of our viewers know, but you guys were the first ones to bring FICO to the market.
Oh yeah, let's
We
talk
were.
about that.
Yes,
We
that's-
were-
we didn't bring that
I
up.
can't
on the
believe
show.
I haven't even talked
No.
about
So
that.
you
yeah.
guys were responsible for getting FICO to the market first, correct?
We
Yep,
were.
yep.
We will.
With KC,
Yep.
Kansas City Cannabis.
Kansas City Cannabis,
Yeah.
great partners of ours. Honestly, love working with
Yep.
those guys.
Great bunch of
And
guys.
Forrest,
Yep.
Kevin over there.
Yep.
We actually went and saw them today and had a
Yeah,
good conversation.
That's where we got
They,
the CoCo.
they are. They're good guys.
Corey
but-
was over there in Kearney, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's worth noting that CoCo is soap for the patient. I mean, you're talking about your edibles coming out. You guys put those on the back burner for FICO.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Even though it's not even
100%.
profitable.
Yeah.
So,
No,
you
not at
know,
all.
props
No,
over
and that's,
patience
you know,
kind of
and that,
CoCo for sure.
yeah, that info's known.
Or
you
I'm
know,
sorry,
we-
patience over profits,
we
you
sell
know.
we sell our FICO at cost, $32 a
Right,
gram,
yeah.
you know, to
Yeah.
everyone. So it's
And that's
it's
what-
our charitable endeavor. We obviously,
Yep.
as a business, you have to pick and choose where you're giving back and where you're trying to make money.
Absolutely.
You have to
Yeah.
keep going somehow. But yeah, FICO we were. And KCC love our program, our Patients First program with them.
That's awesome. And
You
yeah.
actually have the one of the first patients on the show watching right now.
Oh,
that's
great.
Bobby
Skylar-
Hoover.
Yeah, Bobby Hoover's
he's
son.
been
Yeah.
on here.
Bobby
been
Hoover's
watching.
son, Skylar Hoover,
Okay.
was the first patient in Missouri to receive
Receive
FICO.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
And
awesome.
He is in a wheelchair
Yeah.
and he is disabled. He was on our 420 show.
Yeah.
We've become friends
yeah.
with them, you know, and it started out, you know, we met them
Mm-hmm.
at an event, and
Yeah.
you know, we've become friends with them, and you know, great bunch of people, and
Yeah.
I'm glad. I don't care how it went down. I'm glad that Bobby Hoover was the first
Yeah.
one to physically receive FICO
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the state of Missouri because he deserved it. And
100%.
And you know, it came from Fresh Green, and he got it free,
Yeah.
and that's amazing. And that's a program that a couple, you know, I know there are a few dispensaries that are working with some outside sources to help patients pay for the FICO.
Yep.
So the way, and you know, I know KC Cannabis Company's Patients First program is working on a way, and we've been giving
Yes.
to help ease the costs on patients who need FICO, and it just really blows my mind how the people have come together
Yeah.
to try to bring. And I say FICO, you say FECO. I just got hit with the fact that I say FICO.
I say FICO.
Do you?
Yeah, FICO.
Okay,
Full
okay.
extract. Yeah, yeah. FICO.
So anyway,
Yeah. No,
Cool,
you're
so-
good. You're good.
yeah. So how we've all come together to try to bring FICO to the patients who need it
Definitely.
at no cost,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we're doing all we can.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it takes the community to make it happen,
Yeah,
you
for
know.
sure.
So
Yeah.
we're trying to think of a clever way to raise money at the Grow Trade Fest for
Yeah.
that FICO. So that because we work with Kansas City Cannabis Company,
Yeah.
and you know, to try to help do what we can to provide
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
many grams as we can.
So if you guys, speaking of what you just brought up, at this Grow Trade Fest, if you want to give to a FICO fund, come find our booth.
Yep, come find us, talk to us about it. We
Yeah.
got some clever ways you can get involved with that. So
Yeah.
on that note, it's time to dab out.
Yep.
So we're gonna say goodnight, and like we told you before, we have the best video for last.
But we're gonna wait until we dab out. to
We're
go
gonna
to that
dab
video.
out first, but we did save the best video for last. And oh shiznit.
Yeah, good catch. Oh man, have you got a kid with ADHD? That's how I got my reflexes.
No,
Being
no.
able to catch stuff. Oh man, my son would drop
No,
stuff
I got
off
my
the counter.
reflexes. I grew up in the hood.
Oh, okay.
Well, I dip, duck, dive, dodge, dip.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. He's already dabbing ahead of me. Look at that.
You have a dab a do, brother.
A little dab will do. No,
Oh,
it
yeah.
won't. It won't. Oh,
All right,
man.
everybody. Peace out. Stay lifted. Watch this video. It's the video. This is a video of a pour, and I guess that we are blessed to have been there.
This is perfect timing. This really is.
Yeah,
Y'all came
thank
at the
you.
perfect time.
Yeah.
Yep, just the right time.
And
So.
this camera.
Welcome to Besame Wellness. Since opening December 23rd off 169 Highway in Smithville, we have opened up 4 more stores in North Kansas City, off Berry Road and I-29, Liberty, Gallatin, and coming soon, Warrensburg. We are your favorite local medical marijuana dispensary, here to educate, help, and engage our local community. We have everything you're looking for, from high-quality flower to edibles, tinctures, and beverages. And if we don't have it, odds are we are getting it very soon. So please, come see our beautiful dispensaries and let our informative, educated staff take care of you. And welcome to the Besame family.
Are you a Missouri patient looking for other options besides your local dispensary? Have you considered finding a caregiver but found the process to be confusing and hard to navigate? We understand, and that's why we created Farmers Market, Missouri's freelance marketplace for licensed caregivers to conveniently offer their services to Missouri patients. Sign up today at farmersmarket.com.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis, your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients first is our guiding mantra, and we'll continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. Now open in Kearney and Blue Springs. Coming soon to Lake Lotawana and Excelsior Springs. For location, hours, and current menu, visit kccannabis.org.
Hari Om Hemp. Our mission is to promote better overall health and wellness as a whole, mind, body, and spirit. Founded by nurses with a strong belief in alternative holistic therapies, always striving to provide the highest quality and safest products possible. You can find all of our products at hariomhemp.com. All Hari Om Hemp products are tested at a third-party facility.